Okay, now that time that cut off was because my memory went and decided to get full on my camera then. Which was because a lot of my old videos I did recently, I just never got around to cutting off. And erasing them from the SD card. Okay, so we're back again, so the battery should be able to last us a while. The memory should be able to last me until I'm done with this. Let's get this finished. Hopefully. And the next one we come back with is Slayers. Now, I really do like, Slayers. It's the first 3 seasons, so it's Slayers, Slayers Next, and Slayers Try. All really big fantasy-based animes, kind of set in the medieval world, kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons type of thing, with characters. If you're watching this in the English dub, you basically get some of the original Pokemon voice actors in there, like the guy who did Brock. And it's a pretty interesting show. I would say give it a chance. It is on Hulu, and you probably can find it on Crunchyroll. And there are like 2 new seasons that are more recent. These ones are like the older original ones, and and there are like newer ones, so they're probably in the same place too. The Cowboy Bebop movie. Now, maybe this is sacrilege to say as an anime fan, but I haven't really watched Cowboy Bebop. I did watch it when it was on like Adult Swim a little bit here and there, and I did years back actually try to watch the series. And I did start watching a few episodes, so I watched it here and there. I do like the series. It's not like I don't like it. I just never really got around to watching it, and now that I basically you can find the season, like the series out on DVD Blu-ray now, I'm guessing I have to go and find my chance to pick it up and actually watch it, or go check Hulu. That might be a thing to do as well. But here's the movie, which I haven't got to yet, but it has been on my list for a while, and it's basically just like the show, and if the show is good, you would like this too. And I got that also when my local Blockbuster was going out of business. As I did with this, Legend of the Millennium Dragon, which I've yet to watch yet, but it looked really, really nice. Kind of has an art style similar to, kind of like a Naruto almost. Kind of like a more, or even Akira to a sense. Kind of looks like a big fantasy type of animated movie. So, I'm looking forward to that, and you probably can look it up and find more about it on your own, actually. And I got the part 1 of the Attack on Titan. Now, I do like Attack on Titan. I would not say it as one of the best animes of all time. It is a good anime, but I do think that it is overrated quite a bit. Same thing with Sword Art Online, but you can't really deny it is a pretty good anime overall for that general fact. I haven't got to get in part 2 yet, but I do have part 1 on Blu-ray DVD. And here we go. One of my favorite anime movies of all time, Wolf Children. Now, you guys do know that I did videos on this last year. The 5 scenes I would always remember that would stick with me the rest of my life, the review, so on and so forth. And I think I might get another video, I'm not fully sure, but I do really like this movie. It's from Mamoru Hosoda, so the same guy who did The Girls Up Your Time, Summer Wars, the Digimon movies, which became the Digimon movie in America, the various ones in Japan. It's an interesting, really kind of like a life anime. You go through like 13 years of a family's life and see all the stuff that happens to them in that life, and all the events and tragedies and everything they have to go through in order to make it through and actually survive. I strongly recommend this movie for anyone to see. And actually, it's been basically a year since I watched this movie. It's maybe in a day or two. It's been about this time last year I watched this movie. The break between my winter and spring semesters at school. So, actually, I'm going to be spoiling this for you, but around the time you see this movie coming up, you're going to be seeing another Wolf Children movie. When I did my video back then, my reviews and scenes and whatnot, I collected so many pictures from YouTube videos and Google and whatnot. It's not even funny, like over 100 some odd pictures that I never really got around to using. So since it's been about a year since I watched this movie, I am going to be doing a slideshow tribute to this movie within a few days. Stay tuned for that. Because I love it so much. Okay, none of that's anime. Put this all away. And we're now on the last container of my anime collections. Yeah, right here. This is actually my most recent inclusion in my series, which I got today from Family Video because they were having a sale on a lot of their movies. It was like a buy two movie, like the sale that I specifically got this from was like buy two for $3 for a type of movie, and I got like on top of it I got like a Jackie Chan movie. Jackie Chan's awesome to watch. And I never watched the series, but it was pretty interesting. I did make sure when I got home to check and see if I could actually watch it, because this is actually, a good thing about it is it's the first DVD of the series. But I found out it is on Hulu, so I can actually watch it, and that is Galaxy Angel. I've never seen the show before. It does look quite interesting, cutesy, sci-fi series. It might have some fans or hopefully I don't really care. I would rather it not, but it does look interesting. Kind of has a similar art style to where have I seen this art style before? Who did this show? All I know is it's dubbed by Bandai. It came out in like 2001, 2004. I don't know, I've seen this before, but it does kind of remind me a bit of like a Tenchi universe type of thing. Like a Tenchi Muyo. Kind of looks like, almost like a harem almost. So whatever that. Right here, I got the complete series, and this was back when I had to buy them separately. You can now go out and buy it in one complete box, but I had to buy these separately back in 2004. The complete Fruits Basket series. I do love me some Fruits Basket. It was pretty much one of the first animes I ever got into that didn't really have any action to it. It's more of a romantic comedy type of thing with it has its emotional scenes too. Like, it does kind of get emotional and, sad and dark. So yeah, there's that. And it was, like I said, like the first ever anime I really got into that didn't have fighting. People thought that it was more in a comedy sense in that show. Then I got Pokemon Forever and Pokemon Heroes the movie. I do like some of the Pokemon movies. I got this for like $3. I do like Forever and Heroes. Actually, of some of the earlier movies, they are actually pretty good. Not necessarily anime, but it's close enough. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. If you like the RPG, you're gonna like the movie. It's pretty okay. And we got Bleach, Memories of Nobody, the movie. I have watched that. I do like Bleach, although I'm so far behind on the show, it's not even funny. But the movie's actually pretty good, and if you like the show, you like the movie. Let's see, what do we have? Beyblade, the movie, Fierce Battle. Basically, Beyblade takes place, I think, during Season 3. There's Daichi in it. I remember watching this a few years ago. It's fairly good. Got this, I think, from Value City or something before. Stratos 4, Blast Off. Never seen the show before. Good thing it's also the first DVD in the series. Maybe I should go check and see if it's on Hulu. Dubbed by Bandai, of course, is the early 2000s. And very Space Girl based type thing. Not anime, but I'll throw it in here anyways. Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within. A lot of people don't like it. I remember watching it. It was okay. It wasn't really anything, groundbreaking, but it was pretty good. It had some decent good visuals. I thought the story and characters were okay. We're back to Tenchi Muyo. I have Tenchi and... Man, Sunbeam batteries really suck. I literally went through 3 of them just then. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. This movie's gonna have so many cuts from either batteries or memory issues. Well, hopefully I can finish it now. I think these sunbeams can finish it off, hopefully. Where was I again? Oh yeah, I was on Tenchi. Tenchi in Tokyo. A lot of people don't really like this Tenchi Muyo show. It does really kind of deviate, for the most part, from the other shows. I thought it was pretty good. It had some interesting characters and story. Interesting villain. I've seen connections between this and Daughter of Darkness, because it kind of did a similar thing with the villain, where they're not really fully evil, but they are evil, kind of thing. It has a very similar premise to it. I then also have, and man, to get this series, both parts of it was freaking expensive. I mean, it's not expensive as some series are to buy total. Like, you can spend $200, $300, $400, spend a little over $100 to get the complete part 1 and part 2 of Tenchi Muyo War on Geminar, Blu-ray and DVD. The crazy thing about this is this was part 1, and I bought this, and this was part 1 and had only one part in it. Right now it has both part 1 and part 2 in it. But you had to buy this separately, where part 2 came inside this, and then part 1 came inside this, and then that little empty spot in it had a big empty box that said, oh, here's where part 2 goes. But yeah, when it comes to Tenchi Muyo, I have yet to watch War on Geminar yet. I do think I watched part of the first episode to see what it was like. It's kind of interesting because it takes place with Tenchi's younger brother, and I'm looking forward to this, but I really want to go back and watch all the old ones because I've yet to see all the old Tenchi Muyo shows. Hurry this thing up. Well, I'm actually pretty close to being done, so good thing for that. I do have Volume 4 of Speed Racer, which has 8 episodes, episodes 37 through 44. Speed Racer is a very classic anime. I really like it. I grew up with it. It is a classic. Not necessarily anime, but since I put the Final Fantasy VII of the Children in here, I might as well put this in here. Resident Evil Degeneration. Love the Resident Evil games. This movie is actually pretty good. It takes place sometime after, I think, Resident Evil 4, and it does have a pretty good story. I do remember buying this when Movie Mania near me was going out of business, and when I saw it, I'm like, this looks really interesting. This looks a lot like Slayers. And then I go look at it, and it's from the creators of Slayers. It's called Lost Universe, and it's Volume 5. I've yet to watch it yet, but it's basically if you take Slayers and take away the fantasy element, medieval element, the Dungeons and Dragons type style of fantasy, and throw it into a sci-fi Star Wars, Star Trek type universe. So I know I'm going to probably like this. I just hope I can find the rest of it on Hulu or somewhere else, because Volume 5, how many episodes? 5 full episodes. And Volume 5 means I probably missed about 20. Another thing that I was getting when Movie Mania was going out of business, and I've seen this series out when I was looking around Best Buy a year or 2 ago, and they had it there, and it's one of those old anime DVDs that has only about 4 episodes on it, and they're about $20-$30 each at Best Buy back when they had it, and I'm like, what the heck? And this is like this is back like what it was back in the day, but Banner of the Stars and Banner of the Stars 2. Now, this is 2 and 2, so I definitely don't have the full series. They've both been dubbed by Bandai, and it's another sci-fi based show. And definitely I would have to fill myself in, because these seem to be the second DVD of each series, and I would be lost if I don't see anything else. And I'm going to quickly throw this in, even though it's not necessarily Japanese anime, but I did do the whole Legend of Korra thing, and doing animation in general. But I do have Titan AE, which is an interesting sci-fi movie. And might as well throw this in here, even though it was done, even though a lot of people don't really like the series, but the collector's edition, the complete season of the Legend of Zelda cartoon, excuse me, princess. Yeah, that complete series. Found that like for $5-10 years ago. Zelda fan. Don't really care. Interesting enough. Must have had to have it. And here's the big finale. And I'm just going to throw it all together because it's the same freaking series. And if you've seen videos before, I'm sure I've shown this crap before. And it is a bunch of Sailor Moon DVDs. Man, look at all this stuff. Like crazy. Crazy. Look at all this. It's all, basically, it includes seasons 3 and 4 from Geneon. And it has the deep version of the end of season 1 and majority of season 2. So I don't have any of season 1 except for now, the Viz redub. Besides the end of this, and I do have like 1 or 2 episodes taped on VHS back then that my cousin taped for me. From season 1, back on Toonami. And I don't have the end of season 2, but I did have season 3 and 4, and obviously season 5 wasn't dubbed. You'll have to wait a few years till Viz does that. But I'll just show a few of them because these are basically just a bunch of random DVDs from basically Return, Sailor Moon R, Sailor Moon S, and Sailor Moon Super S. Got basically the Sailor Moon Return stuff from Hot Hits and all the other Sailor Moon stuff that Media played before it went out of business by me. Which is really, really freaking sick. And essentially that's my entire anime collection, not including a few VHS tapes, which basically includes the Sailor Moon RS movie, the Ice Queen one. I think it's R. 2 of them actually, 2 VHS tapes of that. I own the Digimon movie, and I do still have 1 VHS tape of Dragon Ball Z, the old Ocean dub, Rock the Dragon, and I think that's about all that I really have. So, ta-da, finally I'm done, and this movie's going to be about 30 minutes. So, hopefully, I hope you guys liked it, and put in the comment section what you guys think. Do you like my collection? What do you think about my collection? What's in your anime collections? And what do you think I need to put in my anime collection? What should I watch first out of all the stuff I randomly said that I have yet to watch yet? What should I watch first? And put in the comment section what you guys think. Did you like this video? Did you not? Do you like my collection? Do you not? I'd like to comment and have a big old party down there and discuss. But before I leave quickly, and I'm going to do this really quickly because the camera, stupid sunbeam batteries are about to die again. I'm going to quickly say this, and it's going to be in the title, and you're probably going to notice I didn't mention it at the beginning, but now you're going to see it. I do have a special, like I mentioned last year, I'm going to be doing a lot more anime-related videos, and I am going to be getting into reviews of series and movies, and I'm not going to do it like I did the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword or the Wolf Children thing where it's like long in depth, like half-hour thing. I'm going to do like quick reviews, like for 5 to 10 minutes, and do really quick, really over my voiceover pictures like I've been doing with those Smash topics last year. On top of like how I did with Tokyo Mew Mew. Oh yeah, I do have a lot, like when it comes to VHS tapes, did forget to mention that I do have Mew Mew Power episodes taped on VHS when it was back on TV, as well as some Inuyasha episodes. So there's that, I forgot to mention those. But like I said, I want to do, like how I did the animes that need to be redubbed. I do have a lot of those planned. Like I said, it's going to be redubbed, like animes that need to be redubbed, animes that need to be, started over, continued, stuff like that. But my biggest anime thing I want to do, and this is my main reason for wanting to say this announcement now rather than wait for it, is basically that I want to do top, like 10, top 15, top 20, top 25 type lists. I do want to do an updated version of my top favorite Studio Ghibli movies, but I wanted to do something really more grand and spectacle, and I'm going to be doing it, and it's going to be a series of videos for each. I want to do my top favorite, as of now, favorite anime movies and top favorite anime series, and I'm probably going to do top 25 each, and it's going to be 5 parts, 5 each video. I do want to do something really big like that. I've been planning on doing that for a long time, since last year sometime, and I want to catch up on a lot of my collection and stuff I can find on Netflix and Hulu to hopefully do that. So I'm letting you guys know that now. Peace. My name is SnipingIsFun. Please subscribe if you want to. Have a nice day. I'm going to finish this before the stinking camera dies again. See y'all later.